Sir, added to that question of festivity and people getting together, I have a question. I've heard for the longest time, and I've heard it from journalists like you, I've heard it in newspapers, and there was a time when we were growing up, there were these pictures in newspapers which showed large rallies, and the size of the rally determined the election. Like I've heard of Lalu Prasad Yadav having huge rallies, Devi Lal having huge rallies, and every time there was, it would be 3 lakh, 4 lakh, 5 lakh. So today, now the size of the rallies no longer determines the election. You could still have a Tejasvi Yadav or a Akhilesh Yadav or anyone from the BJP or the Congress or Rahul Gandhi having really huge rallies, but then the outcome is very different.
The thing is that, there are 2 or 3 points I like to make. Firstly, large rallies still do make a lot of difference. But then simultaneously with large rallies, you should have a organizational infrastructure to channelize the voters into on the day of the voting. In the last Lok Sabha election, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra was attracting huge crowds. But, the Congress was unable to cash in on the kind of people who were showing up in her rallies. This time around, it is her speeches which are making the impact. Even if the crowds are huge, but her speeches, are in social media in particular, people are talking about that her responses to allegations or the narrative set by the Prime Minister is absolutely, phenomenal, and she's getting a lot of popular responses. What impact it will have on the elections, one would have to see and wait and watch. But this is how it is. Large rallies, yes. The largest rally being in Delhi, Boat Club used to be a place where rallies would be held. There was this, Ramlila ground, which is now quite reduced, where rallies were held. The largest rally, I was in the university, the biggest rally I have seen in Delhi was when Babu Jagjeevan Ram had gone out of the Congress in 1977 in February. It was on 5th or 6th of February, and this rally was held in Ramlila ground. That kind of enthusiasm, it was very clear from that rally that Indira Gandhi is going. It was a rally where people had come out, all sides, whether it was up to, Ajmeri Gate, right Ramlila ground, pushing on the right side, there was Turkman Gate, on the left side, there was this Jawaharlal Nehru Marg, then right up to Minto Road and Mir Dard Marg. Everything was chock-a-block full. And people, actually wanting to. I can narrate a very interesting anecdote. Madanlal Khurana was not a very big leader at that point of time. He was just a Metropolitan Council member from Paharganj. And I recall, he came on his scooter and had his tape recorder, which was a spool type of a thing. And he recorded the speech which was being... and Babu Jagjeevan was a very powerful speaker. He was very political, and he had a deep, sonorous voice, would make a lot of impact. So, all those kind of things. And there was a very big rally when Indira Gandhi, held a Kisan rally at Boat Club. Chaudhary Charan Singh's Kisan rally at the Boat Club was equally very, very, huge.